if we do believe in absolute truth, then we must believe that there is something beyond just the world of change and decay. There are absolute truths. But there were people from very early on who took that further and said, therefore, what we should do is just get out of our bodies as soon as possible. And Plotinus' biographer said that he seemed ashamed of being in his body. He didn't want to, have a body at all. And this idea, which kind of gets translated then into Gnosticism, that early Christianity has to deal with, it becomes very deep rooted in the Western mind, and in many ways, it's really the church that gets around this, that gets past this, and it does so by clinging to the idea of the incarnation, the idea that God doesn't actually reject our flesh. He loves us so much that he took on our flesh, that the world is created by God, and it was made to be good, even if it is fallen. Without him, not one thing was made that was made. And through understanding this, we kind of arrive at this doctrine of the incarnation, and I think really crucially the doctrine of the birth of Mary's virgin birth, right? That Mary is kind of a conduit in her role as mother. She's a conduit for the flesh to become the medium of the divine. I really think that this is one reason why the transgender stuff so often seems to target women, especially, to talk about women in the most degrading and dehumanizing sort of ways. That they're just chest feeders, they're just menstruators, to reduce women to their body parts, basically. I think it's an attempt to deny the truth that the church sought out and kind of understood, both from Greek sources and from its scriptural tradition, that the incarnation and the installation of that at the center of the Western heart, that's really the way out that our ancestors found and that can still guide us today.